Okay, today we are very happy and I'm so excited to invite one of our students, Len from Penang. She wants to share about her IELTS study experience in AMEC, and her recent result is quite good. It's reached to 4 sessions in
8.5 in total.
Oh, 8.5 in total. My goodness, that's the score. I would never reach it. And anyway, okay, so we are just quickly ask you, how do you think, what's the point to get the IELTS at the high school in a short time?
Well, first of all, thank you Yvonne for inviting me. And to answer your questions, what is the way to improve the IELTS score in the shortest time? I think that there are two ways that I focus on most of the time. The first one is I think it's always good to have a well-prepared learning plan. So my way is first of all, I try to study by myself for 1 or 2 months, and I couldn't get my writing scores. So that's why I came up with an idea to go to school, and I chose AMEC to study my English. And from that, I get help from my teacher Matthew, and I have established my own way of learning. I try to figure out my mistake in doing all the questions, and I try to figure what are the common mistakes and what I can improve so that I don't make that mistake again. And I found that it's really helped me to avoid making those mistakes, because there's normally 1 or 2 typical way where we get stuck in our mind and we keep making the same mistake. So if you can resolve that, then you can improve your score very quickly. And I think the most important thing is we need to identify our way of learning, because I understand that some people learn by talking to others. Like when I see a new word, if I talk with you and explain that word, I can remember that word very quickly.
Yes.
But some people, and in that case for me, if I see a new word, then I just write down that word repeatedly for 2 or 3 lines, then I remember that word. And even some people will try to use their body language to explain that word to somebody else. So there are so many different ways of learning, and if you can know what type of learning method that you are used to, then you can get better very fast when you learn new words and when you learn IELTS.
Okay, so only 2 points.
I think there's a lot more to it, but those are the 2 deciding points that help me get to where I...
Yeah, so first is don't make the same mistakes. Oh, that's very hard.
Yeah, I think that's very general to say, but it's actually not that hard. For example, when I do my reading test and I have 4 or 5 mistakes, I think normally people will just see the answer and try to understand why it is A but not B. But in my case, I will find out what was I thinking when I chose B.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
like that.
That's
and
a good point.
What was I thinking and why I chose B? So even if I make 4 mistakes, but I have the same way of thinking, which is wrong, but it's stuck in my head. So if I can improve that thinking and think in a different way, then I will not make 4 mistakes, not just once. So that's why I started before I went to AMEC. I think I have 7.5 in reading, and after the test I got 9, and just by using that method.
Yeah, alright, okay. And what's the second point? Second point is,
the learning method.
Yeah, learning method.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So actually, if the student wants to get 4 sessions in 7, it's different as 4 sessions in 8. For 4 sessions in 8, actually you are self-challenged, right?
Yeah, I think it can be more challenging to get 4 8, but that learning method, I think it applies to everyone. And I think I was lucky when I read an article. It's a research article on how people memorize things and how they can learn And I know that there are 4 ways of learning, and I just listed out I think 2 or 3 to you. But if you can find out the easiest ways for you to memorize words, then you can get better very fast.
Okay, so how do you feel about AMEC, our IELTS in the school?
Well, first thing when I recall my experience of
You're from Melbourne, right? You're from
Yeah,
Melbourne we are located at Brisbane, so
Yeah.
you fly here for very, I mean, that's a big decision. Make you choose come to here to study with us.
Yeah. Well, I spent a year in Melbourne, and then I've moved here to study at UQ, and first I studied by myself, and then when I found out that I struggled with my English course, so I just randomly chose AMEC without any introduction from friends, and I'm very happy that I made this decision, because what struck me most with AMEC is this is so much fun course to study, and I think everyone knows that IELTS is so boring, and when I study with Matthew, he makes everything so easy for us.
Yeah, you made a very good teacher.
Yeah,
That's right.
I get excited, wakes up every morning going to school and laugh and have a really fun time, but at the same time the strategy that Matthew teaches us it works so well in my case, and he also motivates us to study by giving a very fun and friendly environment, and that's what I appreciate most.
Okay, so today, thank you so much. Do you want to use one sentence to explain, to tell those students who hasn't get the result, you want to encourage to them? So only one sentence to encourage them. That's the.
I normally get to write 150 words for one topic, so for one sentence it can be hard for me. But I think if you are dying to pass, which is what I felt when I went to AMEC to study, and if you have that motivation, and I think you will definitely succeed. It's just that you only need some time to find the way and which is the right way to pass. That's all.
Oh,
and that's 5 sentences.
That's 5 sentences. Okay, anyway. Thank you so much today. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Don't be late, guys, because the teachers love to help you out. The teachers love to answer all your questions. They really work hard for you, so come on time.
Okay, yes, we are the highest passing rate IELTS school in Australia. So trust us. And the other thing is